How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. A large platform, a large tool for crypto just shut down their withdrawals and deposits. I want to talk about that, talk about how that affects you and what we should do going forward, along with some of the other top news from today. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification underneath the video. There are links down there too in case you want to trade on margin. There's a link to Margex. There's also a link down there in case you're thinking about buying a Tesla, in case you want some money off that. Now, as you can see, the crypto market has done fantastic over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin's up 11%. Now, it might not seem great out there because we've fallen about 3% from where we hit last night, 3 or 4%. But look back 2 days, and we're still way above where we were. And we have to just take a step back and zoom out and realize this has been a fantastic week for crypto, and a little bit of cooling off is totally fine. Now, Bitcoin has come down a little bit, like I said. Bitcoin dominance still staying steady around 51.3%. I have been very bullish on Bitcoin dominance, but we are seeing a bit of a cool off here as Bitcoin's coming down. Now, I want to be careful. I think you should be careful too, because there are about 5 days left before some alts could be selling off, and we'll talk about that. But a couple pieces of good news. France's second largest bank, Credit Agricole, is going to offer Bitcoin custody. We've seen this with so many different banks recently. Everyone wants in on this, and actually a big custody provider right now is, like I said, shutting down withdrawals and deposits as of today, as of like the last hour, and this could affect some different exchanges, but everyone wants in on this because it is a pretty easy job. Basically, get paid to just store Bitcoin. Pretty simple business model. We also have news that Bitcoin is hitting a new all-time high in Argentina's peso. So this is largely due to the fact that other currencies besides the US dollar actually have been inflating much faster. Some have been inflating much faster, causing Bitcoin to actually do better and hit all-time highs. And that is one reason why a lot of people outside the US might want to hold Bitcoin, is because their own currency just gets deflated away. Now, moving on to something a little bit more negative. BitGo withdrawals from Prime Trust acquisition deal. They just announced, after considerable effort and work to find a path forward with Prime Trust, BitGo has made the hard decision to terminate its acquisition of Prime Trust. The decision was not made lightly, and BitGo remains committed to our mission to deliver trust in digital assets. Prime Trust serves as a custodian and trustee for personal and corporate trusts, as well for crowdfunding platforms. The firm claims to have crossed $100 million in annual revenue last year, as well as 250 million API calls per month from their B2B customers. They also serve some of the world's largest crypto brands such as Swan, Abra, Dapper Labs, and Binance US. I know them from Binance US because whenever you do, I believe it's a withdrawal or maybe even a deposit too, but definitely a withdrawal, it has the big Prime Trust logo on it. They also offer services to other crypto exchanges, NFT creators, digital wallets, OTC desks, RIAs, broker-dealers, banks, and neobanks. So they're across the whole ecosystem. And it just came out now that they are halting their deposits and withdrawals. This went out to their clients. Prime Trust regretfully informs all of you that by the order of Nevada Financial Institution Division received on Wednesday, June 21st, 2023, Prime Trust is halting all deposits of fiat and digital assets for custody. We'll also be halting all withdrawals of fiat and digital assets for custody. Please take immediate action to stop sending client custody assets to Prime Trust, especially digital assets. During this period, we will suspend certain business expansion activities such as signing new customer contracts. Prime Trust is actively engaging with the Nevada FID to determine next steps to remediate any concerns and return to business as usual as soon as possible. Now, this sounds like it's only in Nevada, but keep in mind that they are based in Nevada, so it might be their entire business. I'd like to see some more clarification on that, but this is a red flag. This was a really easy business model, as Adam Cochran says. Given how easy and profitable the trust model is, Prime Trust must be an absolute effing mess for anyone to walk away from an acquisition. They were trying to raise about $25 million a couple weeks ago, and then it wasn't real clear what was happening or what the deal was with BitGo, but I'm guessing It was a pretty good deal for BitGo if they came in at a time like this in the bear market where companies are going down left and right, maybe getting back to the bull market. But a time where companies are going down left and right, it had to be a pretty good deal for them to come in and try to save this company. But it sounds like it's so bad they don't even want a piece of it. And minutes after that, they halted withdrawals. So this is not a good sign. Seems like they really have a problem. Now, if you have any crypto on exchanges that have to do with this, it's probably fine. But if you have cash on there, I'd probably try to withdraw it or send it to some other exchange or something like that. I think it's better safe than sorry. At this point, I think taking your crypto off of exchanges just makes a lot of sense, and there's not really a huge reason to keep it on exchanges. We're already seeing some people flee for the exits off of certain exchanges. Second biggest Bitcoin outflow on Kraken yesterday, 225 million. Part of that might just be that they want to hold it for the long term, but part of it might be because they don't like Kraken. Maybe there's something worrisome about Kraken. So I'm not trying to spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt. You can do whatever you want, but there's no real point in keeping your crypto on exchanges. And if you're doing that after the last few years, I don't know what you're thinking really, unless you're actively trading with that cryptocurrency. Now, in a few days, I just want to give a reminder. On June 27, Robinhood is ending support for Cardano, Polygon, and Solana. Now, over the last day, we've actually seen these go up. Cardano up 10%, Solana up 7.5%, Polygon up 11%. So this isn't necessarily a huge amount of selling pressure that's going to be coming for those different cryptocurrencies. It's hard to tell how much different people hold on the platform, but I wouldn't be surprised if some people just are holding it and don't even realize that Robinhood is ending support. People that maybe added to their bags and then left them and just thought, okay, I'm just going to hold it until the next Bitcoin bull run and I'm not going to think about it. So they might have a couple $100, a couple $1,000. And if they're ending support, I'm not sure if they're just going to sell off the tokens at that time. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they do, as opposed to just getting rid of the crypto. I don't think customers would be happy about that. So they'll probably force sell some of these cryptos on that date, I would assume. I could be wrong, but that could cause some selling pressure. I'm not trying to say that it's going to push these into the negative that day, but I would not be surprised in the days leading up to it too if there's some extra selling pressure. So just a heads up on that. If you have these cryptos, be ready. We also have something similar happening possibly around July 1, and they're doing this over a set amount of, or over a longer period of time than Robinhood. This is Celsius. They are going to sell their altcoins starting on July 1st, and they're trying to do this making as much money as possible for their clients. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, this was spread out over a couple months. They're selling 52 million of Matic, 26 million of ADA, 17 million of Link, Litecoin 14 million, Cell 70 million. So more selling pressure on those tokens as well. Just a heads up. Want to give you a warning that you have a few days left in case you want to get out on this little pump of some of these altcoins and you wanted to move into Bitcoin for some Bitcoin dominance action. You do have some time. Now let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to check out the links underneath the video, that's great. Hit subscribe, turn that bell notification. If you want to check out a video on 3 reasons why Bitcoin will go up, check out this video on the end screen. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.